For those that know, the 19R Ron Rutherford 358 410 sprint car team based out of Central PA.
Let me get a picture of the car on the screen.
Ron, we're going to make you proud tonight because I told Ron, I said, if you don't answer, I'm taking the reins. And he said, go for it.
And Ron listens to the best of them. You know, he's buddies with Danny Dietrich. There's the perfect, picture. You got the Mama's Pizza logo, the car. This is the perfect picture. What is happening with this car, with you in particular, the bags, the rats, all of it? What is going on here? Tell us.
All right, folks. High Speed Chase coming in. I talked to Tyler Walker earlier today. We've had multiple conversations since your interview, reconnected. Love him, man. He's a wonderful person, and his story is just getting started, folks. And I know there's a lot of people that might have their doubts, but I can assure you, and I believe this is my own thoughts, is Tyler is in the best situation now than he's ever been, and
he's back on the drug he needs, and that's sprint car racing.
And he's found a purpose in life. You know, a lot of people saw those videos of him out in Skid Row, California, crying for help, and he got help. He said, you know, he had some struggles, but I believe today he said he was 79 days clean. The man is proud of his story, and I think it's wonderful that he can talk and be open about it. And I won't go into every detail, but as a friend and somebody that I looked up to as a fan, the driver, I can't be more excited because he'll be flying in next week but they're hoping to test on Wednesday at BAPS. And
do you know how many people will be in the damn grandstands at BAPS? How much is the damn? What are you doing to BAPS Motor Speedway?
Come on, I love Colton and Scott over there.
So the breaking news is the T-Walk is coming.
The T-Dub is flying into PA, and Rutherford has put a deal together to fund a car for PA Speedweek. They got a brand new Maxim chassis for them. They're building the car as we speak. And Beerhill Gang's going to be a little small piece of the puzzle on it, among all the other wonderful people that are making this happen. But the cool thing is, and I'll revert back to my buddy Dustin at Posseland, you said his X-car, what a beautiful-looking car. Well, we're going to give him the reins. And as of right now, this sounds like we're leaning towards a Ratbag throwback or a 35 Aircept throwback family car.
Hold on.
Honestly,
we'll leave it up to the chat. Let the chat decide. You want to do what the people want.
Yeah, that'll be pretty cool.
What do the people want? We're at 322 viewers right now. Skulls and Bones, by the way, Sandusky. What do the people want? The Ratbag is already being called. The Ratbag is already being called in the chat.
I believe it. You know, and I talked to Tyler earlier, and I'm going to leave it up to him. It sounds like that he's leaning towards that, but due to the fact that the family car has a lot of sentimental value to him, and you know, we're just going to let him decide. But we can take this information from the fans and let them know that, hey, you got a lot of support, because I'll tell you, with support does come the haters. I know you know this. I deal with it in some ways, but at the same time, what we have in front of us and what we're doing is things that make us happy, and I am just a small piece of a puzzle in racing. I'm a fan just like you. But for Beerhill's sake,
I think that you being a part of something in the racing world and me being a part of something, I will tell you the biggest drug of all is the fans.
It is. I love meeting them.
It is the fans. I feel like shit when a fan says, "Hey, well, I see you this weekend," and I don't. So the fans are unbelievably voting for the Ratbag car right now, and how could you not? That is what the kids growing up, was playing Tyler Walker. And I feel like the Ratbag scheme didn't really last as long as it should have, if that makes sense. I know the 35 was around a lot longer on the track. But the Ratbag car, it was
keep that right there, because see, this is right here. I think, I mean, the 19R, it's going to be a 19R. Mama's Pizza is going to be the primary sponsor. I know there's a few other sponsors involved. I'll let, once the press release comes out, I'll let Ron go through all that.
And Ratbag's not a company anymore, so you can run wild with their logo,
This is true. This is true. And we don't know if we want to do that or kind of just do the paint scheme and with the updated sponsors. I am going to leave that up to Ron because he's the car owner and Tyler ultimately. But I told Tyler one of our Beerhill logos is like the straight out of Compton. We have a straight out of Beerhill.
And when you say the 35, are you saying the 35 that wasn't it him and Ricky Warner?
Yep, and that's another thing.
A silver car?
Yep, Rick Warner and him had a lot of success in that. I mean, hell, he leased out for an Apple 12. I mean, Tyler was mentioning a lot of that tonight, how proud he was to be able to work with guys like that. And me as a fan, just knowing the success that Rick Warner's had with Donnie Schatz and all the drivers throughout the years and being from Pennsylvania,
Now, are we talking about this scheme, the silver black, or are we talking about that silver complete?
See, that's a whole other thing. That's what Dustin.
Because this is the one I feel like I remember the most, the silver black.
Oh, yeah, that's the one. But I really, if I had to put my vote in, I definitely would say the Ratbag car because I always
hold on.
The
so who's the graphic guy again? Who's the graphic guy?
His name is Dustin Beard with Posse Land Designs.
Now, if you, Dustin Beard, like Beard, like.
Yeah, he's not on Facebook, but his Facebook page, Posse Land Designs, is.
Okay, so if Posse Land Designs wants to home run this son of a bitch, you have the Ratbag car with a silver hood. And if you do this scheme also has a silver hood. So they both bleed into a silver hood. The side design is what it is, but the actual hood itself is silver. So if I'm this graphics guy and I really want to make this a banger out of the damn park,
it is.
I'm doing a half and half scheme.
Hey, go back to that Ratbag car.
Hold on. No. I'm doing a half and half scheme. One side of the car is going to be this design in these colors, and the other side of the car is going to be this design and these colors, and that would be crazy. But Tyler Walker coming to PA Speedweek is pretty crazy in itself. I'm just fucking. It wouldn't be hard. It wouldn't be hard to pull off. It wouldn't be. It really wouldn't be. It's the same amount of material. It can be pulled off. Two different designs, two tribute style designs, 19 cars, the numbers in the different areas, the same paint schemes, the same color schemes. All you got to do is do two different sides and two different wings. It's not very hard. If he needs help, I can do them. But I think that would be the home run. Split the tank down the middle, blue on one side, black on the other, and then you just do the side designs on each side. Ratbag on one side, 35 throwback on the other. That's the home run hitter there, I'm telling you.
Yeah, you want to know what's even crazier is I remember, a couple years ago at Knoxville, Gio Chelsea did that the half and half scheme car. That was pretty badass. I can't remember what the color combo was.
It's hard to pull off sometimes, but I think something like this, even though it may look a little odd, everyone will know what it means.
Beard said, "Challenge accepted."
Yeah,
Dustin Beard is in the. Hold on, Dustin Beard is in the chat apparently.
He is. He told me he was tuning in.
And apparently he said, "Challenge accepted."
He goes, "Say it already, damn it."
He said, "Challenge accepted." Here, ladies and gentlemen. So the guy. Oh my God!
Don't blow
great minds make great things happen. I'm just saying.